Welcome to this explainer. I am absolutely thrilled to be guiding you through this today. We're going to break down exactly how your new CITI capability-based flipped learning unit operates. If you've ever felt like, traditional education just wasn't clicking for you, or if you were just craving a more empowering, hands-on way to master new skills, well, you are definitely in the right place. This explainer is all about showing you how to really take control of your learning journey and succeed entirely on your own terms. Okay, let's dive right into this. The bold central mantra for this whole unit is literally learn it, demonstrate it, own it. And look, this isn't just some catchy slogan, right? It's the fundamental philosophy of everything you're about to do. We are totally moving away from that passive experience of just sitting in a crowded room hoping the information sticks. Instead, this unit is designed to be an incredibly active experience. You're taking the wheel, you learn the concepts, you actively prove that you understand them, and by doing exactly that, you truly own the skills. Section 1, Welcome to the Flip, the Big Idea. So to really understand the beauty of this, take a look at the stark contrast between these two approaches. In the old school, traditional model, you know the drill. You'd show up to class, sit through a grueling lecture, and then go home to struggle through the actual application, the homework, all by yourself at night. But here, we are flipping the script completely. In the flip, you learn the base concepts the night before, on your own time. Then, you arrive in class primed and totally ready to demonstrate what you've learned. Basically, you do the heavy lifting of applying the knowledge when you actually have your peers and your teaching team right there in the room to support you. And yep, no lectures to sit through. I think we can all celebrate that a little bit. You are not going to be spoken at for hours on end. Instead, you'll work through these short, active, self-learning modules on your own. Then when you step into the classroom, boom, you put that learning straight into practice. It is just so incredibly efficient, and honestly, it's a whole lot more fun. Section 2, Your Daily Rhythm, every session in 4 parts. Now, what's really interesting about this is the sheer precision of this 4-part engine that drives your progress every single day. Let's walk through it together. Step 1 is your capability session from 10 to 11 a.m. This is where you get to show off what you learned the night before. Step 2 is the information session from 11 to 12 p.m. And remember, you aren't being lectured to here. You're just getting set up with everything you need for your next round of self-learning. Step 3, the tutorial from 12 to 1 p.m., is dedicated time to iron out any tricky bits from the morning. And finally, Step 4 is self-learning from 2 to 5 p.m. This is where you learn independently, completely at your own pace. It's a highly structured, super predictable engine. And for those of you joining us remotely, I want to quickly reassure you. If you're an online student, you are absolutely not missing out on this structure. The online version runs on the exact same 4-part rhythm, so regardless of your format, everyone is moving to the exact same predictable schedule. No one gets left behind. Section 3, the 12-session journey, the big picture. Let's move on and see how this builds over time. You've basically got 3 distinct phases on this timeline. First, you have your starting line at session 1. Then you enter the core marathon, which spans sessions 2 through 11, where you'll tackle 10 different capabilities. Finally, you reach the finish line at session 12 for the capping activity. It is a very clear, highly visible path straight to success. Let's look a little closer at that starting line. Session 1 is your welcome and orientation. And crucially, listen to this, there is absolutely no prior self-learning required before this session. It is a completely low-pressure environment. Your primary goal here is simply to meet the teaching team, meet your fellow students, and just get oriented with the flipped learning model and that daily rhythm we were just talking about. You're going to leave this session knowing exactly what to expect for the rest of the unit. Then we enter the core marathon. Sessions 2 through 11 are what we call the core cycle. You self-learn the night before, you demonstrate in the morning capability session, you get your new info, and then you self-learn again. And this cycle, it repeats 10 times until it becomes absolute second nature to you. Remember, every single capability you demonstrate during this phase proves that you can do something real. You aren't just memorizing and recalling facts, you're actively proving your competence. It's a real game changer. And that marathon leads you straight to the finish line, which is session 12, the capping activity. This is where all your hard work finally culminates. Depending on your specific unit, this might take the form of a final exam, a major project, or maybe a comprehensive report. But honestly, the best part? There is 0 new information to learn that day. None. There's no final capability session. It is entirely dedicated to letting you show off what you've built using all 10 of the capabilities you've mastered along the way. Section 4, the one essential habit, how to succeed in this unit. So the crucial point here is this. Your essential self-learning is not optional homework. Let me say that again. It is the absolute engine of your success in this unit. Every single capability session completely assumes that you've already done the work the night before. If you skip it, you're going to arrive at class and the session simply will not make sense to you. You'll literally be lost while everyone else is eagerly demonstrating their skills. But if you commit to this and you do it 10 times over, you will absolutely master this unit for sure. Let's break this entire journey down into just 3 simple numbers to wrap everything up. 12. There are exactly 12 sessions in this journey, 12 distinct steps from start to finish. 10. Across those 12 sessions, there are exactly 10 distinct capabilities that you're going to actively master and demonstrate. Think of them as 10 solid building blocks. 1. It all comes down to one capping activity at the very end to show off your work. But much more importantly than that, it all comes down to one you. You are entirely in the driver's seat of your own learning in this model. Let's pause for just a second, because I really want to cement this mindset for you. Self-learning isn't optional homework, it's your ticket into the room. If you embrace this fact, this flipped model is going to be one of the most rewarding learning experiences you will ever have. You show up ready, you learn on your own terms, and you prove it in class. So you've got the roadmap, you understand the daily rhythm, and you know the one essential habit you need to succeed. It is time to take control of your learning. Go get started on that first session and absolutely crush this unit. I guess the only question left to ask is, are you ready to show what you know?